Koi Pond is a fast, brainy, casual strategy game lasting about 20 minutes for 2 to 4 players ages 10 and up. In this game, players are competing to build the best koi pond in the village. To do this, you'll place colorful koi fish in your pond where everyone can see, and keep some koi hidden in your house where no one can see. Watch out for predators like cranes, turtles, and cats, and you'll have the best koi pond in the village. Contents: Koi cards come in quantities of 1, 2, or 3 koi per card. They come in 4 suits, either red, white, blue, or yellow. Some koi are hybrids, showing 2 colors. These always come in quantities of 1. There is 1 crane, turtle, and cat for each suit. There are also 12 ribbons, 3 for each suit. You also get several player aids with rules on one side and diagrams on the other. And you also get a start player card. Game terms. Here is an example game in progress to teach you some of the game terms. To the top left, you'll see a deck of cards called the deck. Beside the deck is a pile of cards called the lake. In front of you are cards that you own called the pond. To the side, turned sideways, are cards you've discarded called the river. The cards in your hand are called your house. Setup. First, set aside the ribbons. They'll be used later in the game. Now shuffle the koi, cats, cranes, and turtles to form the central deck of play. The oldest player takes the start player card to begin the round. How to play. Starting with the start player, each player takes turns drawing 1 card from the deck or the lake. Please note that the lake is empty in the first round, so in the first round you'll only be drawing from the deck. Continue taking turns in this manner until all players have 3 new cards in their house. Remember, the house is your hand. Players take the next step simultaneously. First, each player chooses 1 card from her house to place face down in her pond. Next, each player chooses 1 card from her house to place face down in her river. Keep these sideways so it's clear which cards are in your pond and which cards are in your river. Any remaining cards stay in your house for the rest of the round. Please note that when you're choosing cards from your house, you can choose any card, not just the new cards that you received this turn. Once players have made their selections, all players reveal their pond and river cards. House cards remain secret. This completes the first turn. After each turn, pass the start player card to your left. A round lasts 6 turns. After the 6th turn, the round is over, and you should have 6 cards in your pond, 6 cards in your river, and 6 cards in your house. Scoring. You may now reveal the cards that are in your house. Sort the cards by color, keeping cats, cranes, and turtles separate from the koi of each color. Here's how to score your koi cards. First, compare the total koi of each suit between your pond and your house. You'll score points equal to the lower total. In this example, you have 1 red koi in your house, but you have 0 red koi in your pond. That means, unfortunately, you'll score 0 points for red. Moving over to blue, you have 3 blue koi in your pond, but you have 0 blue koi in your house. Once again, you won't score any points for blue. You have 4 yellow koi in your pond. In this case, you're using the red-yellow hybrid as a yellow koi. In your house, you have 6 yellow koi. The back card is kind of covered up, so trust me, it's 2. Anyway. This means the lower total is 4, so you'll score 4 points for your yellow koi. Moving on to your white koi, we see that you have 4 white koi in your pond. In this case, you're using the red and white hybrid as a white koi. Looking at your house, you have 3 white koi in your house. The lower total in this case is 3, so you'll score 3 points for your white koi. You may see now why it's important to keep your koi totals balanced between your pond and your house to maximize your score. Cats, cranes, and turtles all score in a different way. A crane in your pond will score you 1 point for each koi of its suit in your opponent's pond. For example, a yellow crane in your pond will score you 1 point for each yellow koi in your opponent's pond. A turtle in your pond will score you 1 point for every koi of its suit in your opponent's river. In this example, a white turtle in your pond would score you 1 point for each white koi in your opponent's river. A cat in your pond will score you 1 point for each koi of its suit in your opponent's house. In this example, a blue cat in your pond will score you 1 point for each blue koi in your opponent's house. Which opponent you score from changes from round to round depending on the number of players. See the rulebook for details. Returning to the example, you have 1 white cat in your pond. That means you'll score 1 point for each white koi in your opponent's house. Looking through their house, you see that they have 5 white koi. That means you'll score 5 points. You also have a white crane in your house. But cats, cranes, and turtles in your house do not score, so you can set it aside. Now each player may have the chance to win a ribbon if they have discarded the most koi of a particular suit into their river this round. In your case, it looks like you've actually discarded the most white koi. So you win the white ribbon. Keep it to your side for the rest of the game. Between rounds. Between rounds, each player will collect all of the cards that are in her house, all of the cards that are in her pond, shuffle them all together, and place them in the bottom of the deck. Now the river flows into the lake. That means you'll move all of the cards that are in your river into the lake. All the other players will do the same. So, each new round will have new cards to choose from. So be careful about what you toss into the river, because another player is just as likely to catch it in the lake. End of game. After 3 rounds, the game is over, and you can score any points that you've earned by collecting sets of matching ribbons. A set of 1 ribbon will only score you 1 point. A set of 2 matching ribbons will score you 4 points. 3 matching ribbons will score you 9 points. For example, at the end of the game, these are the ribbons that you have collected. Once again, a set of 3 matching ribbons will score you 9 points. You've collected 3 white ribbons, so you'll score 9 points for that. You only have 1 blue ribbon, so you'll score 1 point for that. Your total bonus points at the end of the game from your ribbons are 10 points. Thank you so much for watching. You can find Koi Pond on drivethroughcards.com.